What is up, everybody? This is Omega Belmont here with a look at the new season, season 14 for Diablo 3. Yes, I'm a regular for Diablo 3. Mostly when new seasons start, I'm usually kind of just playing around with, a different set or different character every time. So, and of course, this season I'm going to rock with my favorites, the Demon Hunter. So I'm a big fan of the Demon Hunter. It's probably my class I play the most. I don't know why. I'm just a big fan of it. I just kind of know a lot more of the inside and out of the Demon Hunter better than the rest of the characters. So I kind of just stick to the Demon Hunter. And of course, this season's set for the Demon Hunter is the the Marauders set. So of course for this one I'm decided to go with the Natalia and Marauder set. So these are my set so far. I don't really have any good gear yet for this character. I'm trying, but nothing has dropped, nothing has popped anything for me. So unfortunately I'm stuck with just these regular sets. I think the only ancient is this one, the Natalia's leggings. I think that's the only one that's ancient. Yeah, so I don't have anything else that's ancient, which sucks because I'm playing around, I guess, the Traveler's Pledge. But other than that, everything else is kind of just my normal set. So so far I'm about 404 Paragon. The season actually started in on Friday, so it's only been a few days. I was gone on Friday, so I went to a funeral, so now I'm a little bit behind, but like I said, I'm currently just going for the unhallowed essence sets right now, so I'm trying to get that. I get kind of bored, so I start just grabbing a whole bunch of like different weird sets, so it gets me to kind of just play with other sets, kind of just look at what I like, just go for that. But so far, I've been doing okay. I've been playing with my cousins and my brother. They all roll. One of them rolls. My cousin rolls I want to say what was it again? A Crusader, I should say, Templar. And then my brother rolls a Barbarian. So that's what I'm doing so far. That's what we've been doing so far. But so far it's been pretty good. They're roughly around the same places I am, about 300, 400. So we're all in the same kind of, set. So we're not too far apart from each other. We're just kind of close to each other. Of course, I did lose a little bit of time over the weekend because I was gone the whole weekend. So I was gone for that. But after this one, I'll show you what I'm rocking with. And of course, I use most of my time is what I'm using set build are from the Icy Veins, which is, if you don't know what that is, I suggest you look it out. I'm pretty sure most Diablo people know what the Icy Vein is. That's where I go to look at all my sets and what I need to roll to get certain stats and all that. What's good for the character and all that. So that's where I go and look. In case you don't know, Icy Veins, just Google it, icyveins.com. And they have like different, they just don't have Diablo stuff. They also have like Overwatch and most Activision things games they have. So but they have different sets. They even list out like what tier is the highest tier for the season and all that. So, or you could go and look at Records on YouTube, and he does a whole bunch of stuff for that too. So that's a good place if you don't want to read. Records is probably Rikers is probably the best bet because, like I said, he does a video, so he actually teaches you and all that too. Which is perfect. He goes through all these small little things for Diablo, so I think that's pretty cool. Let's see, where I'm at, about 50%. I hate this stage so much. There just isn't much to go through or much space. So if you're like a demon hunter like me, you're pretty screwed. Just because demon hunters is a long range character, so you need that space to kind of, show off your moves and things like that. Luckily, this build has a lot of defense. So before I got like almost everything here, I was just getting whooped pretty quick. I do have health regen and all that too, or health per hit, which does decent. Gives me back decent HP, but not enough for anything like this. So this stage is a little better. But I was able to get my compass rose with a with a slot. So with that, it's so much better. I had to roll with a different weapon and a different I want to say different oh come on die different rings. So I had to roll with that, mix match everything up just to get a normal something good, but I finally it was dropping a bunch of rings for me, so I was pretty happy for that. I was surprised how many drops I got for that. I didn't get too overwhelmed with bad drops. I kept getting, every time I beat a greater rift, I kept getting green rings. So I was like, hopefully that's the one, and of course it is the one. So I was like, yeah. So that was pretty good. Other than that, I'm on the 3rd floor. Wow. Hopefully this one should give me enough to roll to kind of get me to my get done with my greater rifts. So should be almost done here. Actually, I probably should be rolling with whatchamacallit. I should probably roll with I want to say the Nemesis braces, because I just felt like if you're just farming, that's probably the best bet to use. But you know what? I go with whatever. Let's see. I think I was doing Enforcer because that would totally increase my pets, which I have all my pets up. So okay, let's go back here. We're done here. Let's turn them in and I'll show you guys my stats that I'm using, all my skills and all that. So there we go. So let's go here. Let's add some Paragon points real quick. Rock movement speed. Give us a little bit. I think I'll take attack speed. Life per hit. And armor. Okay, so like I said, I am rocking the Marauders slash Natalia's set, which is the reason why I'm able to use both. At least Natalia's I have a full, or like at least 5 piece. So and then with the Marauders, I think I'm rolling 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 3 pieces. With that, the reason why I could do that is because I actually have the Ring of Grandeur, which reduces the set amount. So you have that in my cube. Let's take a look at the cubes real quick. I got the Man Core, which helps cluster arrow, because without that, you pretty much run out of hatred pretty quick. So that's good for that. You got the Frostburn, which gives you a 20% increased chance of increased chilled damage or cold damage, and then freezes 50% chance of freezing. And then of course Ring of Grandeur. Skill wise, or let's actually go back to inventory. So I got the Marauders Visage, got the Natalia's Embrace, the Marauders Spine, Marauders Glove. For weapon, I got the Natalia Slayer with a slot. So pretty good. I didn't have to use the the cube for that. I was able to get one with the slot, so I was pretty happy with that. I'm using Zoe's Secrets, Natalia's Leggings, Natalia's Bloody Footprints. For rings, I said I got the Compass Rose and Natalia's Reflection. For my offhand would be the Bombardier's Rucksack. Then the braces I got, or wrists, I got the Wraps of Clarity, and the necklace I got the Templar's Pledge. So with the Marauders, so you got the 4 sets. If you got the 6 set, you get the cluster arrow plus 300 and increased damage to 3,000, I should say, increased damage to with your sentry. But with that one, I only got the with the mix and match set, I only got the sentries deal 400,000 increased damage, and they cast any of those. So it depends on what you do. It casts. So if you got like the Chakram, it looks cool because when you got the Chakram, it casts Chakram, and it looks badass. That's all I can say. Then for the Natalia's Embrace, if you get 6 sets, you get the Rain of Vengeance, deals 3,500 damage and reduces damage by 10 seconds. So pretty much, if you're able to cast Rain of Vengeance, it's mostly when you use your cluster arrows. What does that so you get that back pretty quick? I forgot what skill that was, but let's see, was it this one? Nope, the sentries with that. No, I think it was oh yeah, no, it's the other one. So the cooldown for it is pretty much goes down when you use a hatred attack, so hatred generating attack or a hatred spending attack. So that's where the Rain of Vengeance is pretty quick. So as long as you hit somebody with any of those moves, you get Rain of Vengeance back pretty quick. So pretty cool stuff. And then of course with the Traveler's Pledge and the Comba's Rose, while moving, damage taken is reduced up to 50%, while standing, damage dealt is increased up to 100%. So pretty cool stuff. And then let's see, what else do I have? I got the Raps of Clarity, of course. Your hatred generators reduce your damage, so it's pretty much just stack of defense. The Bombarders Rutsack, of course, calls another 2 sentries, so 5 sentries total. Skill wise, and that just kind of works in tandem with each other. Skill wise, my primary skill would be the Evasive Fire with the Focus Ruin. Of course, with that, you just fire straight. But what it does is with the Focus Ruin, it increases hatred generated instead of. Actually, I could probably switch that out for like maybe Harden if I wanted to. Depends on what you want. It also gives you another increase in defense, so that's pretty cool. My archery would be cluster arrow. This is my R2 button, and that's usually where I use my biggest skill. Archery would be cluster arrow with the Maelstrom, so that's pretty cool there. Let's see, release some cluster grenades. So Maelstrom releases rockets that replenish your life on impact. Pretty cool. And it's pretty cool because what it does is when it hits the ground, it actually spreads and it goes towards other enemies. So I think that's pretty cool. Rain of Vengeance was my square button. I was thinking of moving that to maybe my R1 button instead of my turret, my sentry. But anyways, I'm kind of just used to this now, so maybe I'll change it later. But Rain of Vengeance with the Flying Strike. What you do is when you hit the Rain of Vengeance, it actually summons these beasts or these flying monsters that come down and like it strikes enemies. Of course, when it strikes them, it becomes pretty much it freezes them. And of course, in tandem with everything else here, with my my powers, with a lot of my weapon and all that, it boosts its damage for that. So it just kind of works with each other, and that's pretty cool. The only thing I hate about that one is if you hit the wrong or spot or anything like that, it's pretty much you just wasted one. But like I said, it comes back pretty quick anyways, so it's not too bad. Your triangle, my triangle is always my vault or any kind of movement skill. That's usually all my characters. I roll with that one, so all triangle. For my characters, all of them are movement based. For this one, it is the vault with tumble. So it gives you. This is the simplest one. You can actually do tumble. You can do tumble if you want to. You can also do. Let's see, which one was it again? No, I think tumble is the best one. There is a passive you can use for that, which is the Technical Advantage. Gives you like a speed plus, but with all the passives here, this is probably the best bet you can work with. yeah, so next up is the companion without the ruin. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you pretty much, like I said, you have with the skill here, you have all your pets on anyways. So it does. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. So you don't need any ruin for that. And then my R1 is my sentry, which causes sentry with the polar station, which anybody that comes close to it, it sends like these. I should actually show you here. So it sends this bubble out, and any enemies that walk into it gets chilled. So like I said, you can use that with the Rain of Vengeance. And then you like set a whole bunch of like turrets around. Build your own little wall, and if they walk into it, they get chilled. Good for you, because with all the skills and armor and all that has damage to cold and things like that, perfect. Increases your damage. So these are my passive. I'm rocking steady aim, which further you are, or there's no enemies between certain range, you get a 20% damage. You got a Call of the Weak, increases damage against slowed or chilled enemies. There you go. And then custom engineering increases duration of sentries, and you can summon 3 sentries instead of 2. So that's where it's beastly at. So that's how you get 5. And then ballistics, which increases rockets by 100%. And then of course it gives you a 20% chance of firing a homing rockets. So that's pretty cool stuff. Paragon points wise, you of course you go to try to get all of them. I think it's like 700 something is when 750 or something like that is when you can actually get all slots full. So I still got a little bit of ways to go. So just a tad bit. But so far I'm rocking dexterity and maximum hatred for my core. Offense, I did critical hit chance and critical hit damage. I'm wavering between attack speed and cooldown reduction. I don't know yet. I think I might do just attack speed. It gives me more speed when I'm attacking. Utility, I'm using area damage and reduce cost reduction. Resource cost reduction, I should say. And then defense, I'm rocking life and resistance, resist all. And then, of course, I'm rocking armor third, and then life regeneration per second at the end. So far, this is what I'm doing. I'm currently... I actually could change him to the sorceress, the enchantress, because she has a attack speed plus. So you could do that. But so far, that's what I'm using. And we'll see how everything rolls. Just because, like I said, I'm still kind of just trying to either get... I'm taking a little bit of time off trying to get higher level gear. I'm trying to get the multi-shot, so I'm trying to get the accursed visage, accursed set, which is used on multi-shot. Just because I'm a big fan of multi-shot, and including multi-shot works when you're trying to farm. So I'm a big fan of that. Of course, maybe I need to change my powers to Nemesis Bracers, because if I'm just farming, that's probably a good idea to do. But we'll see what happens. Maybe if I can't last so long with that, I might tone down my tier, my difficulty, and turn it down. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed my video here. Like I said, this is Diablo 3 Season 14 starting on Friday. As you can see, a lot of people are very, 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 very high already. So I was actually 650 yesterday morning. So and these are people who are like legit good. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time. This is Omega Belmont. Peace out.